Everybody, you've reached the Delaney, Cowboys Certified Correct Playbook.
Welcome back to the Delaney Certified Correct Playbook. I know I've been out for a while, guys, but we're going to get things back in gear as the Dallas Cowboys get ready for a brand new season here. I've been checking out the NFL Network. They got their predictions of what's going on here. They're looking at the Cowboys season coming up. And I'm just going to go over my predictions. We're opening up with the New York Giants. I'm getting real sick of opening up with the New York Giants. I think this is the third year in a row that we get the New York Giants at home. So it looks like we got their numbers. I'm counting that as a win. Looks like we got New York's number. We go away to Washington the following week. I'm counting that as a win. We got the Miami Dolphins at home. We need to pay them back for that loss on Thanksgiving Day in that snow game when we had Jimmy Johnson and Leon Lett slid into the ball. I don't know. That might have been the last time the Miami Dolphins been to Dallas. So if that is, let's go ahead and pay those guys back. We got the New Orleans Saints the week after that. There's going to be in New Orleans. I don't like that game at all. I think the Saints will pay us back for what happened to them the last time we played them and that big loss that they had down here in Dallas. Then we're at home against the Green Bay Packers. I'm looking at this as a must-win game. It's time to pay the Packers back. They've been a thorn in our side. We want to win that game. We want to win that game big. Then we go away for the New York Jets. I think Jason Garrett he'll fail to have the team prepared. We'll get a big win against the Green Bay Packers, and he won't know how to get the team up for a game like the Jets. The Jets is a team that we don't really play that much. So I think Garrett will fail to have the team ready to play. Then we're at home against the Philadelphia Eagles. I think we'll win that game since it's at home. Then we have a long bye week after that. Then we come back. We got to go on the road to New York after the bye. I really don't think that. So after the bye there, I don't really think Jason Garrett, he won't have the team ready for that New York game. We're going to lose that game due to Jason Garrett, leadership skills, discipline, and, he's not going to have the team ready and fired up to go after a long bye. New York will go ahead and bite us in that game. We come back against the Minnesota Vikings at home. I think that's a bounce back win. We play away at the Detroit Lions on the road. We've beaten the Lions a lot of times in a row. They're overdue for a win over in Detroit. Then we go away to the New England Patriots. I have my personal reasons why I think that's going to be a blowout win. We're overdue, way overdue to beat the New England Patriots. I don't remember the last time the Cowboys beat the Patriots. We'll walk out of Foxborough with a win in that game. Then we'll come home. We'll beat Buffalo. I don't like it. It's a little bit tricky game. If it was in Buffalo, I would pick us to lose. But since it's at home, I'm going to give us a nod at home to win that game with the Buffalo Bills. Then we go away to frigid Chicago. I don't think that Garrett will have the team ready to play. It's going to be a cold game. I don't think that Garrett will know how to make the team adjust. You got to have a coach that knows how to get the mindset of his team correct for a Midwest cold weather game like Chicago. I think Chicago's going to win that game. Then we play the Rams. We're overdue to beat the Rams. We've lost to them many times in a row. It's an overdue must-win against the Rams. Time to knock the Rams off, and hopefully we can knock them off in big fashion. We've lost a lot of games to the Rams, and we're all getting sick of it. Then after that, we have the Philadelphia Eagles. It's going to be in Philadelphia. I'm looking at the Eagles. They're going to be overdue at that point to knock off the Dallas Cowboys. So we'll go into to Philadelphia, and we'll come out a loser in that game. And we'll end up getting a little bit out-coached there. And we'll lose that game in Philadelphia. Furthermore, they're overdue. And last but not least, we'll have the Washington Redskins at home. If we end up winning one or two more games than we needed, and if we don't need this Washington game, at the end of the season. It could be a little tricky, but right now it's at home. It's at the end of the year. You want to end the year with a good note. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Cowboys to win that game. So what I have here is under Coach Jason Garrett, I have us being 10-6 for the season. If Delaney was the coach of the Dallas Cowboys, I have us at 12-4 because I would know how to have the team prepared to knock off the New York Jets, and I would know how to get the psyche of the team ready for a cold weather game up in Chicago. And my game plan and my play calling would be tight. I would adjust my play calling to cold weather football, and I would make the crucial, critical adjustment that you would have to make to knock off Chicago. So that would be 2 more wins for the Cowboys if Delaney was either the offensive play caller or the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. The season would end at 12-4. But unfortunately, Jason Garrett is our coach, so we're going to end up with a record of 10-6, which I think will be enough to win the division and have 1 playoff game at home. So there you have it, folks. I'm predicting the Cowboys to go 10-6 for this upcoming season, and that's going to do it from the Delaney Certified Correct Playbook.
On a podcast I was listening to yesterday, one of the Ringer podcasts. If Jason Garrett got fired, who's hiring him? What's his next job? See the head coach at Princeton, his alma mater? There's no NFL teams making him the head coach. I'm not certain what NFL team is lining up to make him an offensive coordinator.
Remember, you cannot win a football game in the National Football League if your coach doesn't understand how to outcoach the other team's coach. You're gonna lose. As I always say, see you next time. I want to thank the National Football League, NFL Network, ESPN, CBS Sports, Fox Sports, Undisputed, ABC Sports, NBC Sports, YouTube, and NFL Primetime Music, First Take, and First Things First. I also want to thank Sound FX. All of these affiliates have been named for any video coverage that you see on the Delaney Certified Correct Playbook.
For joining me. See you next time.
My thing is, they should have been looking at Jason Garrett's job. Even when they had Tony Romo, when they had a better team, they had a better chance of winning the Super Bowl. And people would question, should they have made the move then? And I would be in that group. Like, this is long, long overdue with the lack of playoff success that the Cowboys have had.